Recently, I had to unwind a significant leverage position in Tesla due to a margin call. While the loss was minimal, that's good news. The timing of the sale was far from ideal, which was frustrating, but it turned out to be an excellent learning experience. Good job. ABL, always be learning. That's so important. Looking ahead, my goal is to grow a Tesla position to about 2,500 to 5,000 shares by Q3, using initial capital of $50,000 to $70,000. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Why do you think this is the most effective tool, or what do you think is the most effective tool or strategy to building a position like this? Thanks much, Gaurav. Thank you so much for this as well. First of all, let's go back to margin call liquidation. I call this always having a mattress. Liquidations happen at the worst possible times, and you always need that safety mattress as well. So if you are playing leverage, make sure you have oodles and oodles of margin. Okay. So for example, with me, my margin position is way larger than my cash position. So I can take a lot of risk. I could have the markets take a 70% haircut and still be completely fine. Thank God, by the way. Bitcoin's getting back to 80K. Manipulation much? Yes. So the other thing I want to talk to you about this as well is, rough math in my head, you want to get to 2,500 Tesla shares using 50K. 2,500 Tesla shares, an average price at 300, what is that? $1.5 million. That's a ballpark, 25x from here? That is unrealistic. Yes, you can make 25x's, 30x's, but you need to use very specific options positions, and you need to buy things at absolute bottoms. And you just got, margin call at a bottom. So be careful with that. Don't expose anybody out there as well. This is why you have mattress. And yes, it can be tempting to blow it all, but you rarely do that. You always have to have like 7% cash, 5 to 7% cash, and margin, lots of margin. That's why you build stacks of positions like equities you've had for, like I've had, things like Tesla and stuff for 7 years, 8 years now. And that becomes my mattress. And then I can sell puts all day long whenever I want, because there's no risk of getting liquidated. But you always have to manage risk. So I do want to stress that. The other thing is you want to create a very, very big bag in a very short window. And that's extremely hard to do. If you're trying to do that, you're going to take on huge risk, which means you're going to get wrecked. Don't do that. This is the danger of the temptation of, and the pressure of trying to build a huge position as well. There are places where you can do this, at least get a dent. As I mentioned before, pair trading, like the MicroStrategy Tesla pair, moved up 16% on Friday in one day. If you could just take 2 or 3% once a week and compound that with success, you're good to go. The other option is pair trading on steroids. We have a lot of people in the community that are killing it with that product. That's inverse correlated pairs. You can go, say, Tesla, Teslac, or leverage, NVIDIA long, NVIDIA short, whatever it is. They are great ways. But the problem is taxes. If you can do it tax-free, that's also great. But it will require that meticulous execution. And I warn you right now, again, do not think you can take 50 grand and turn it into 2,500 Tesla shares by Q3. That's basically less than 6 months away. That is unrealistic, very unrealistic. So everybody, if you have unrealistic goals, your dreams will be shattered. Start with very small goals, execute, and then increase your targets and get more and more aggressive as you win a very high percent of the time. Always gun for 80% win rate as well with trading. That's kind of my whole thing. I basically build everything around Pareto efficiency.